What is up, everybody? Sorry for the late start. Bean juice. Hey, y'all can buy me a coffee. Links down below. This channel comes to you free for the last 3 years. You're not obligated, of course, but it's a nice, easy way to support the channel. I was having some computer issues, so I don't have my postcard what solds. Let me give me a second here, and I'll get them all set up for you, and we can do them. It's almost all postcards going out today, and we are going to have some late arrivals and some wild goose chases. This is usually the stuff that I do ahead of time, but for some reason last night, I think maybe I lost power at some point because everything was reset. So it is really cold here. There's not snow on the ground, but I think that is possible. Oh, we're not doing that one yet. All right. Okay. Some pretty decent postcard sales, honestly. A lot of stuff from the big buy selling, and that with any luck, the most recent box that I bought will arrive before the show is over. Okido. So overall, decent day in sales yesterday. No complaints. Let's take a look at the postcards here. Window. There we go. Ciao. All right. 1905. Portsmouth Harbor, the Great Explosion at Henderson's Wall. This is the land side before the explosion. I believe they were blowing stuff up to run this railroad track here. Sold for $11.01, but it did take like 3 years to sell. Painting of the Colorado Mountains. This is a Union Pacific Railroad card. I have like 6 of these or 7 of these, exact same card. This one shows 2, but I have them listed a couple of different places because I kept running into them in the big buy. I think this person got 5% off, so whatever 5% off $5 is, $4.75. Streetcars and trolley at 4th Avenue and Pine, Seattle, Washington on February 3rd, 1916. Apparently it snowed that day. Sold for $17.95, sent out a 5% off offer, 10% off offer. Some deer, Merry Christmas, nighttime. This is actually a ripoff of a Raphael Tuck card that I've sold before. $8.46 for this. Stonewall Jackson statue in Capitol Square, Richmond, Virginia, white border, $3.95. Greetings from California, map view. I've got 10 of these. These are divided back, or chrome cards. $2.95, 9 more to go. Wagon Camp in Ghost Town, Knott's Berry Farm. A little bit of wear on this card. Probably would have put another $1 on it otherwise. Sold for $1.95. Between Sharon Springs and Cherry Valley, New York, Prospect Point Hill. Sold for $3.75. White border. Nope, linen. Beautiful Lake Tahoe from the highway, $2.95, linen postcard. Tahoe always sells good. This is one of our wild goose chases. Ben Spoon's Butler Museum, Conti Wax Museum, New Orleans, $280. I really have a sneaking suspicion this sold. There's a way we can check that pretty easily. Go to research, drop your exact title in, see if it shows up more than once. Look at that. It did sell. All right. Well, that solves that mystery. All right. So we'll be refunding that order. This is a decent zoom in, I think. This is Santa Clara, California, parachute descending into the canyon with a hot air balloon. You kind of gotta, right? Like, you're gonna miss it if you don't do the zoom on one like that. So that's an okay zoom. Large letter greetings from the Painted Desert, Arizona, $375. Pretty much, I standardized my large letter greeting, $3.95 for unposted, $2.95 for posted, with exceptions. Gardner Station, Yellowstone Park, Gardner, Montana. This is a early Hanes. You can see down there. Sold for full asking price, $16.95. Undivided back. You don't see a lot of undivided back Hanes Yellowstone cards. Olympia Brewery, Lower Tumwater Falls, Washington. I've sold this card many times. It sells anywhere between $15 and $20. This time it sold for $15. And for some reason, the top got chopped off in the scan. Here's to the ladies. Bottoms up. Get it? Because they're on the beach laying on their stomachs, and their bottoms are facing in the upward direction. So, and this man is also drinking. So it's a double meaning. Bottoms up, as in drink your drink and turn the bottom of the glass you are drinking from to the sky. But also there's these ladies who are laying on the beach on their stomachs, and their posteriors, also known as their bottoms, are also facing in the upward direction. So when he says, here's to the ladies, bottoms up, it's because he's drinking. And also there's butts in the air. Isn't that nice? $4.46. This one doesn't exist, so it's not important. You can read the title. Portals of the Past, Poppies, Christmas Wishes, San Francisco, California. Any Christmas from California postcards usually sell pretty good for me. If they've got poppies on them, even better. $7.95. This sold pretty quick. Cadet Chapel, West Point, $2.95 linen postcard. Hoffman Boulevard in Elmhurst, Long Island, New York, came from the Big Buy along with a lot of other Long Island cards, and this one sold for $10.95. I like this thing. Quick lunch. Mission Santa Clara and University at Santa Clara, California, linen postcard. Got a real photo postcard of some funeral arrangement flowers. This came from my guy, sold for $4.46. We got some beach aerial view of Assateague Island, Virginia. Assateague Island, Virginia. I believe that's how I pronounce it. Anyone from Virginia, it's Assateague, right? I'm good at pronouncing things. Here we have the Thomas Hart Benton Sources of Country Music mural at the Nashville Grand Ole Opry, I believe. Continental size. One of the rare Continentals that I list. But when I list them, I sells them because I don't list them unless I think they're going to sells. And last but not least, we have a arcade card. This is Indian Warrior Ambushing the Scout Exhibit Supply Company. It's part of a series, sold for $7.15. And there you have it. So for those of you who may not have seen it, who, you know, those of you who were not here yesterday, or maybe if you were here yesterday, well, I have an offer. Bet it's a low ball. It is. Do not waste my time. There we go. Got a message from a customer yesterday. We talked a little bit about terrible negotiation strategies. And as if on cue, a couple hours later, I received this message. First of all, it says, came in the form of a make an offer message in which there is no message or offer whatsoever. So it says, what would be your bottom dollar on the postcard? This is a pretty rare one. It's got comps in all over the hundreds for street views from this town. Sending this message to somebody might as well be saying to them, hey, will you give up all of your negotiation leverage for no reason whatsoever? So my answer to what is my bottom dollar on this postcard is, I believe I have already provided that by setting the price and not turning on offers, which is true. But then perhaps I set the price too low. How much is in your bank account? There's my response to that question. You're going to ask me something really dumb. I'm going to ask you something just as dumb. I am good at pronouncing things. Maybe not on the first try. All right. Let's get some of this crap shipped. Shall we? We shall. See if I'm combining any orders first. No combined orders, but I like this. I have 34 orders going out for $374. Assuming I'm right on all my shipping here, my total shipping for the day, $55. That's a nice number for a $300 sales day. And I have postcards to thank for that. Postcards. Keep talking shit. 1 foot flipper. You guys can all tell him that I said that. He likes it when he gets shout outs on other channels, especially when they're negative. Crap, I forgot to change my stupid print format. Lucky for me, I can just reorder them. Right? If we got some time, we can all maybe take a look at we'll see we'll see how this day pans out. So I watched a couple days ago on the YouTubes. I hadn't watched a while way back in the day. I used to be into the band Fish. Don't judge. They're a good band, no matter what you say. There's another just in time, still a big fan. I like them. I haven't been to a concert in 23 years, and the last one I went to was a doozy. Maybe I have told the story on this channel before. Let me know if I've told the story of my last Fish concert in Vegas. I think I have. I'm not positive though. And if I haven't, or if you haven't heard it, or if you want me to retell it, maybe not today, but sometime in the future, if you remind me and I'm in the right mood, we'll get there. But anybody who knows the band Fish is familiar with a series of songs they have called Gamehenge. It is actually what Trey Anastasio wrote. It's a rock opera, I guess is the best way to describe it for the uninitiated. And it's a epic tale. So I ran across on YouTube, they actually did a performance from start to finish of this thing, which I had never actually witnessed it. They've done only a few times they've actually performed this rock opera from start to finish, but they did this time on New Year's Eve this last year. Like full on like set design, dancers, actors, like the whole shebang. They didn't just do the actual music of it. And god damn it, it was freaking good. If you are a fan of Fish, if you like the band, it is worth checking out on their channel. They've been doing a lot of free streaming of their shows for the first act of their shows, like pre-intermission. Farmhouse meh. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. It's a long story and it requires some concentration on my part. So today's not, like I said, today's not the day for it. But if y'all want it at some point, I will be willing. The whatever stream it is, it's going to be demonetized for content. But all of that really just to say, I've had songs from that show stuck in my head for like 3-4 days now. I need to list all those. I'll be right back. Just need to get added to the listy pile. All right, back in business. Yeah, in my early 20s, I got really into jam bands, and at the time there was a really thriving scene in Seattle for that kind of music. And a lot of performers from here have gone on to do like some pretty cool things. One notable two, Reggie Watts, who was in a band called Mock back in the day. I was at Mocktube's final show. I was actually at. I've known Reggie for shortly after his band broke up. I mean, I haven't seen him since he moved to New York in the early 2000s, and he ended up on first on Comedy Bang Bang, and then he was the band for Conan O'Brien's tour after he lost his show. After the Tonight Show, and then he became, of course, the band for James Corden. I've got some crazy Reggie Watts stories as well. Another one is a fella named Skerrick, who is a awesome saxophone player, but now pretty famous. I believe he plays with he plays regularly with a lot of different jam bands, jazz bands. He's like a jazz / rock saxophoner. Quite accomplished. Mm. Who else? There's a few others. That came from Seattle from that like early 2000s era. Another guy is organ player Joe Doria, although I believe he is still mostly local, but he basically, like, anytime there's, relatively famous jazz bands that come to town and they want a Hammond organ player or something for their session, he's the guy. Uh-oh, I messed something up. Oh, I know what I messed up. All right, glad I caught that. Hey, guess what? My package is here. So we'll do a little unboxing. That got here quick. We'll do that after we do our late arrivals. All right, postcards. Okie doke. Pretty damn easy shipping day today. Not gonna lie. Sold another one of these Tupperware measuring cups for $3.95. Sold these things, which are like go on the top of soda pop bottles. And for some reason, it says here that I have 3 of them, I think. Is that true? Am I missing one? Might be missing one. Oh, no, there's 3. Here's what they look like. They're called Slip Seal. And somebody came and bought me out. I had 3, sold 3. Not even in great condition. When did I list these? March of last year. These might have come from the free thing. I believe I will make a little money on the shipping. Actually, let's do this first. Make a couple of bucks on the shipping. That's good. Ooh. One of my concert regrets is never seeing Stone Temple Pilots in concert. They were one of my favorite bands of that era. There are a lot of haters, and I respectfully disagree with the haters. I understand the haters. They have, in the words of David Spade, Stone Temple Pilots released a new album today, but I liked them better the first time when they were Pearl Jam, which is a fair definitely a fair criticism. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I am very, very indifferent about. Another of my regrets is Tom Petty. He was set to play in Seattle, and I was planning on buying tickets to go see his last show in Seattle, or what would have been his last show in Seattle, had he actually had a show in Seattle. But he did. There's a great documentary, I think it's on Netflix, on Tom Petty. Dude, that guy was a disaster magnet. That's so much bad shit happened to him. house burned down. All right, sold Madden for Xbox 360 for $295. Bought this in Colorado when I was there last, and with a bunch of other Xbox stuff, I'm already in the profit. I still got more to sell. There is one Chili Pepper song that I like. I'm not going to tell you which one. If you want to guess, you can, but you're not gonna. It's only 4 ounces. I make some money on that shipping too. Sold these holiday home LED flickering white candles. These I got in the Amazon buyout I did towards the beginning of my eBay career, and they sold for $10. Took an offer. Happy to take it. What are we going to be weight-wise? We are probably not going to get that below 8 ounces, are we? No. Oh, we'll make some money on this shipping too. Nice. Nice. All right, sold a Sears double end box wrench, 9/15 and 5/8. Sold, took an offer for $8.50. Listed last February. Use some janky cardboard. mean, it's a wrench. It doesn't. Ain't nothing gonna happen to it. All right, let's go grab our late arrivals. Get this printed first. Perfect. Nice. We're a little bit underweight again. All right. See me downstairs. Yeah. Oost. I love Straight No Chaser. They are, for my dollar, one of the best acapella groups that's ever existed. And yeah, I do like acapella groups. I've got a soft spot in my heart for barbershop quartet and acapella. Guilty pleasure. All right, let's K17. Customer bought 3 embroidered postcards. I got a ton of these embroidered in the big buy. K17 is deep enough in the K box to not go down a K hole. These are actually pretty cool. I'll put them on screen when we get back upstairs. I'm gonna send these out, I think, first class. Now, crap. Now I just gave away the only Red Hot Chili Peppers song that I can tolerate.
Somebody please come over and alphabetize my DVDs. All right. One more. Oh, it looks like we may have just gotten a few more come in. All right. Florida State Park map. This is the maps and brochures box. It used to be a lot fuller than it is now. There is some organization to it, but there's about 70 or 80% of these are just their own thing. And I swear to God, I feel like every time I go through this thing, I turn them all the right direction, and then every time I come back to it, they're all turned the wrong direction. Ah, there it is. All right. See me upstairs. Let's close this. Oh, wait. Last check for the late arrivals. Yeah, one more. Nice, right there. Third card in. All right. See me upstairs.
So another little mini ephemera postcard, what sold. Do another quick run through on these. So shenanigans, flipping sports guy. I did get to see one of my happiest, like right before they died, was Gift to Gab, which was awesome. That was an awesome show. He was on his last legs, though. It was kind of sad, but still was able to spit. It was pretty fucking awesome. All right, Florida State Parks state map. This came from that $100 bag of or box of travel ephemera I bought. $9.86. All right, 3 embroidered postcards. These are actually a little different. They're mechanical and embroidered. They've got little envelope pockets that have these little cards in them. So this is kind of cool with the insert. $6.95. This one as well. This one didn't have an insert, but it did have the embroidered envelope thing. And then this one, I'm Thinking of You, also envelope. It has an insert. I just didn't take a picture of it or scan of it. $4.95. Due to condition. Happy New Year in French, but it's Asian motif, sold for $4.95. I am the mission man. I have all the missions. Your one-stop mission postcard shop on the eBays. Hundreds of missions. You name it, I got it. All eras, all missions. Posted, unposted. You need them, I got them. Come buy them. $1.95 for the San Luis Obispo mission. California, Chrome. Last but not least, statue in Spencer Square, Rock Island, Illinois. $4.46. There you go. Not bad. Those embroidered cards, I'm going to go ahead and just send out. Ground Advantage. I'm going to eat the 20 cents. Reset my stupid thing again. Oh, I hate it so much. Why does it keep happening? My computer is restarted, so don't tell me it's that. That is way too burly for this job. That's what we want right there. Unusable for anything else. All right. Sold the Carol Burnett show. This is originally $27.99. This is the collector's edition of Carol's Favorites. $27.99 original price. Where was this? 7 DVD collection. I got $5.36. I'm going to leave the price tag on it so they know they got a deal. That's right. Be grateful, motherfuckers. I need bubble mailers. Nice, going to Bainbridge Island, Washington. So that means they're going to get this tomorrow. Already got a partially cut mailer here. You know what I need to do is this needs to be moved over because everything just falls down to the floor, and that does not help me keep it clean. All right. state parks. Let's stiffen this a little bit. That's what she said. Oh, that's cool. That Florida brochure is going to the Delray Beach Historical Society. All right. And last but not least, sold a bunch of Infinity 1 and 2 figures, these things. Just make sure we're under a pound. That's 2 pounds. That's 13.9 ounces. All right. So, I got these at a yard sale this last year. I definitely made money on the deal. Do I have a shitty Amazon lightweight box that I can put this in? No. What about... All right, we're just going to do our magic weight reduction. First of all, do I care? Georgia, yes. All right, looks like I can get... full flap there. And a full flap there. Let's see where we're down to for unfit. Pretty close. I'm going to replace this heavy duty stuff with this much more lightweight stuff. And we're going to get a little more organized in our packing here. So I think I can get this even more cut down. Get under skeleton. That should do it. We got there. We got there. It's like a $3 swing. And actually what I'm going to do, they paid $8.55. So what we're going to do here is, pretty sure I can squeeze that into a flat rate regular envelope. Memory serves, that should be fine. Even after all that, we're going to get there. So close. Oh, we got there. Nice. Nice. That's legal. Well, it's a standard, but just gonna pay the extra buck, get a little bit of extra protection for them. Call it a good. All right, that's our. Oh, I gotta check the other store. Normally I do that beforehand, but nothing going out from here. Alrighty. Don't go anywhere, folks. I'm just going to put this stuff out, but we got some unboxing to do. Let me catch up to the chat first. Florida Man Jim. We were talking about fish earlier. I was at the New Year's Eve show in Big Cypress, Florida, year 2000. Wow, there goes it. Cat sprinting. Oh. All right. Yes, it is. You want to buy it? Make me an offer. I'll send it out today. In fact, anything behind me is for sale. If anybody wants to buy any stuff, always for sale. Just make me an offer and I am often willing to oblige or negotiate. Just don't lowball me. You won't like what happens. I'll get angry. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. Okay. Let me put this out. We'll do some unboxing. Hey, Lucy. Protecting my house. Holy crap, it's cold outside. Let's get that straightened up in here first. All right, so I'm $85 all in on this box. The first batch I got from this seller was meh. We'll see how we did on this one. They definitely did some reorganization. Hopefully these were sorted. Okay, well, this is the one that was on the front. So let me get this unwrapped. And then I'll set you guys up so you can see. Their packing job is acceptable. I've definitely received far worse. All right. I will do my best. Maybe we can go like that. How's that? You see that? You can see that. All right, that's a real photo. At Birchwood. I don't know where Birchwood is. Oh. Northern Photo Company. I'm going to guess Wisconsin. Rookery Building, Chicago. A little close, but maybe if we do a smaller stack. All right. Union Park, Chicago, ho-hum. Ridgeview Park, Chicago. Looks like we got a bunch of parks in Chicago. Peoria, Illinois, the old log cabin. Rockford, Illinois. Chicago. I'm getting in these pretty blind. This looks like a real photo. Fairview, Illinois City Park. So a lot of city parks in Illinois, which is fine. Lover's Leap, Alton, Illinois. I think I've sold that card before. Highland Park, Galesburg. Bunch of parks. You never know on those sometimes. These are, here's the monument marks for the National Women's Relief Society was organized in Nauvoo, Illinois. Cuba, Illinois, Street View. That's probably a little bit better. A lot of these I'm just going to end up going through, and there's going to be ones that I have no idea about that comp out at crazy money, which is not uncommon. That happened quite a bit in the previous boxes. Chester, Illinois. There's Peoria City Park. I think I sold that one recently. Chicago, University of Chicago, or University of Illinois Law School. That probably is a good one. Knox College. Pure speculation. I'm not comping anything here. Here we have definitely an older Bradley Polytechnic Institute, 1904. I'm going to look that up real quick. Give me 1 second here. There's like 95 listed, so let's see if there's any solds for Bradley Polytechnic Institute. A couple of solds, mostly for brochures. Agricultural Building, University of Illinois. That looks like Albert type, but oh yeah, it's Albert type in the stamp box. Always check the stamp box for your Albert type markings. Sometimes it'll be the dividing line, sometimes it'll be the stamp box. That is also an Albert type. That is also an Albert type. YMCA. Another one. Another one. Another one. Not an Albert type. Maybe an Albert type. Can't tell because the stamp boxes. Like the handwriting here. Fancy. Bunch of University of Chicago. Let's just skip ahead a few. Coffee Grill Hotel Custer in Nebraska. Blackstone, a bunch of Chicago stuff. First National Bank Chicago. First National Bank Chicago. The nice thing about this is there's been a lot that have been the same subject. I hate this. They're like fake penny sleeve with a Ziploc bag. They're such a pain to get them out. Aurora, Pittsfield, Illinois. So I knew that this Elliott Street, Olney, Illinois, Durand, Illinois, Princeton, Illinois. There's some decent Illinois postcards, so I'm totally fine with with this. I also knew that getting into this, there's Napierville. It makes it easy and quick to list when you have a bunch of, I don't know, so I knew this was going to be certain states because when I saw the listing, it had like these dividers. So I knew I was getting Indiana, a bunch of Midwest. National Sewing Machine Company, Belvedere, Illinois. The industrial stuff from the Rust Belt does pretty good. There's Orchestra Hall, Chicago. Art Institute, Chicago. I list all my Art Institute. They're not big dollar, but they do sell. There's Agricultural Building, Chicago, supposedly. Jackson Park, Chicago. We're still obviously in Chicago here, or in Illinois. Zion City, Illinois. Decatur, Illinois. Fifth Avenue Beach, Chicago. The Majestic Building. It is majestic. Chicago. Yeah, Illinois. There we go. There's the divider. Kankakee, sorry. Paxton. So a lot of Illinois in here from, not just your Chicago and your Peorias, but some smaller town locations, it looks like, or smaller cities anyways. Farmer City. All right, let's bust into another, see what else we got. This is Maine on the top. I don't want to look at Maine right now. This is Indiana. Here's some Continentals. Let's just take a quick look and see if these are just going to probably be turned immediately into stiffeners. Shoshone Falls, that's a stiffener. Continental size. Hawaii. Kauai. Memorial Museum, that's Hawaii as well. Monument Circle, Indiana, right? Indianapolis, that'll be Continental. Mardi Gras, New Orleans, Multiview, that might be worth it too. So even the Continentals might be okay. Only a few immediately become stiffeners. All right. We'll go blind on this. I don't know what's in it. I don't know. It didn't look. I mean, so far, I see my money back in that first bit. So, like, no problem, money back. All right. Well, we got Louisiana, looks like. French Market. I've sold that card. This is beat up, though. Really beat up. Probably just use that for stiffening. Cotton stuff always does pretty good. Motel. View Motel, French Quarter. It's glued to glued to another card. Stiffener. New Orleans, nothing spectacular in here so far. Jackson Monument, Confederate Monument. That's no longer there. I don't think. Didn't they take it down? I think they did. Hotel Beauregard, Royal Hotel, Dual View Streets. I don't have a lot of older Louisiana cards right now, so this is actually pretty good. Motel Moses Motor Hotel in Monroe, Louisiana. Isn't that where Shed Flips is? I think that is. I can tell you real quick. It is not, but I think it's close. Oh no, I'm way off. City Hall, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, Detroit Publishing. Meh. Oh, this might actually be okay. These Hobbs, I seem to remember them. These are artist signed ones. Louisville, Kentucky. So we're into Kentucky now. Oh, maybe not. We're back to New Orleans. Hotel DeSoto, the old slave block. It's kind of beat up. Henry Clay statue. Covington, Louisiana, St. Paul's College. That might be good. Street scene, Yellow Pond. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. The smaller Louisiana towns. These might be good. Yellow Pine, Louisiana. Let's look that up. There are some trade tokens. There are no postcards listed currently. Let's go into Worth Point. I'll show you guys what I'm seeing here. Well, here we go. Yellow Pine Street View, $30 last year. Here's $10. Globe Lumber Company, $20. I mean, it looks more or less like the 1, 2. There's the Globe Lumber Company that just sold for $30 last September, in September 22. So probably those 3 cards, those 4 cards are my money back. And that is how you make money off of eBay. 4 cards, Yellow Pine, Louisiana. All divided back, unposted, good enough condition. Chewy Chow. We like that. Somebody's going to come in and buy all 4 of them, I guarantee you. French Quarter. Spanish Cabildo, meh. Cotton House, that'll probably be a few bucks. Spanish Moss. Always list your Spanish Moss. $2-3, easy money, always sells. I might even lot those up for like $10. Look at these kids. They're playing under the Spanish Moss. Yay. Another Jackson Monument. Another Jackson Monument. There's the Lee Monument. That'll sell quickly. There's another Confederate monument. If I can find a couple of Confederate monuments in some smaller towns, those will do well. The Cocktail Gardens at Pat O'Brien's. Meh. Pat O'Brien's cards. Not big money. All right, let's go through this last little stack and then we'll call it a show. We've been going for an hour and 41 minutes. La Louisiane main dining room. French Courtyard. Blah, 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 blah. Louisiana, New Orleans linen, not great. So many. Like, I don't even need to seek these things out. They just grow like a plague. Jesuit Church and College, New Orleans. I actually know that's a decent one. I'm going to set that aside. Home Garden showing Margaret statue. French Market. More New Orleans linen. All right, maybe we'll do one more since this is appearing to be all linen New Orleans. That's kind of a cool one, though. Blue Room at the Roosevelt. Got a couple of those. Maybe set those aside. Corn fence. I have so many damn corn fence. Not only do I have a ton listed, I sold so many damn corn fence on Whatnot. Like, that's actually a nice linen one. These canal streets are all good. They always sell. Anything with Mardi Gras. Margaret statue, women's memory, erected in women's memory. That's probably a good one too. There's the Margaret Monument again. Audubon Park, New Orleans. All right, we're going to do one more since that was not exciting. All right, we'll do Indiana. Nope, we're still in Louisiana. Damn it. International Trademark. That's usually a couple of bucks. Public Library. Washington Oak at Audubon Park. Oh, there's the old French Market. Detroit Publishing. Margaret's Church. Oh, that we're in Maine, Orchard Beach, Maine. Indiana. Frankfort, Indiana. Terre Haute. Bunch of courthouses, looks like. Max and Cucky, Culver, Indiana. Palmer House. That might be decent. Tipton, Indiana High School. St. Vincent's. Hammond, Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana. Stony Ridge Hotel on the banks of Tippecanoe. Oswego, Indiana. That might be decent. That looks like an Albert type. Yep. Weston Hotel, Chesterfield. Camp Chesterfield, Western Hotel. That's probably decent. Cedar Street Bridge, Mishikawa, Indiana. I can see I'm good at pronouncing things. These places got weird names, and I can pronounce them. Columbian Park, Lafayette. I'm always confused. It's spelled always different? Is Lafayette one word? Is it two words? Did they change it? Is there a standardization? When did that standardization happen? Why did it happen? It's like Pittsburgh with the H. I ended up having to look it up and research, because I'm like, sometimes I see it with an H, sometimes I see it without an H, and then I learned why. It has been standardized always with an H. It is the only place that is a burg, B-U-R-G-H, of the burgs in Pennsylvania. All the others are B-U-R-G. And that is because the federal government actually said it is a B-U-R-G, but then Pittsburgh said, fuck that, we are a B-U-R-G-H, and that's how we're going to spell it. And then later the government said, fine, you're a B-U-R-G-H, you win. Forest Avenue, Streetville, South Bend. Here's Cedar Lake, Indiana. If I recall correctly, Cedar Lake's a good one, because that's near Cedar Park. That is a Monument Square, Lowell, Indiana. That might be decent too. Look that up. Angola, Indiana, Bird's Eye View. Oh, that's probably good. Another Albert type. Yep. Crown Hall, Indiana University. Might be good. Street view of Muncie, Indiana. Okay, Knights of Pythias building, KP. That's what that is. Indianapolis. Normal College, East Building, Danville, Indiana. Nice. Bird's eye view of Ball Brothers Manufacturing, Muncie. All the industrial stuff is good. Clear Lake, Indiana. That's a good one too. I know that. Winona Lake, Indiana. Beautiful Chesterfield. Oh, Iowa. Nice. All right. Iowa can have some good stuff in it. I didn't see that there was Iowa coming. Cedar Rapids, 3rd Avenue Bridge, Cedar Rapids. Hopefully we get some good Cedar Point or some Putin Lake. Davenport. Or Put-in Bay. Is it Put-in Bay? Put-in Bay. Yep. Sioux City, Children's Parks. Smithville, Sioux City. That might be decent. We're going to look that up. Southwest corner, Washington, Iowa. I feel like I know this. I've had this card before, and it's nothing spectacular. Coe College, Cedar Rapids. Masonic Temple, Cedar Rapids. Roads. Dubuque. 12th Street, Belle Plaine, Iowa. Undivided back, dual street view. We'll look that up. Burlington, Iowa. Ida Grove. Street view. That might be decent. McGregor, Iowa. Lamont, Iowa. McGregor is hit and miss. There's Street View, Ames, Iowa. Cedar Rapids. Independence. Cedar Rapids. A lot of Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids does okay for me. Burlington, Iowa. Courthouse in Aliba. Co-College again. Co-College in Kansas. All right, so no Put-in-Bay, no Cedar Point. Kansas is very hit and miss for me. Abilene, Yola, Leavenworth, Alma. That looks like an Albert type. Bethany College, Lindsborg. Hiawatha, Kansas. Fort Scott. Kansas City, Kansas. Hiawatha, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. Osage City. Generally speaking, when you see the text that looks like that, that's kind of like, looks like it's sort of calligraphied on there. Sorry, I can't get you a better view. Usually worth looking those up. They tend to be smaller print runs, smaller towns. The Santi Hotel, Hutchinson. Courthouse, Kentucky. Churchill Downs, Continental, Stiffner. Courthouse, Louisville. Corbin, Kentucky. Those usually do pretty good. Ooh, greetings from Richmond. Fancy. That's cool. I like that. Graded School, Marion, Kentucky. Buckhorn, Kentucky. Boys dormitory at Witherspoon College. We'll look that up. There's Lincoln's Cabin. Bears College, Kentucky. That looks Albert-typey. Indeed it is. Maysville, Kentucky. Grogan's. Jefferson Davis Morgan. All right, hey. I'm so far happy. We might as well do this last little pile. I got to go through it anyways. Might as well see. It's got Maine on there, I know that, which I mean, they all sell eventually as long as you price it right. But the incidence of high value Maine cards tends to be fairly low. I'm gonna set that aside. Is this all going to be Maine? I think this is all going to be Maine. All right. Well, Orr's Island. There might be some decent ones. You never know. Berwick, Maine, Street View. We'll look that up. Portland, Maine, Masonic Temple. Camden, Maine, High School. Along the coast of Maine. Longfellow Mansion, Longfellow, blah, blah, blah. Longfellow Monument, residents of Honorable something Blaine, Monument Square, boring. Oh, Maryland. Good. There could be some good stuff on the Marylands. Hagerstown. If we get any of them beachy towns, there's a Kennedy Farmhouse, Brown's headquarters. There was a ton of these John Brown cards in the early lot. Hotel Belvedere, Baltimore. Hagerstown High School. Celanese Corporation of America and Cumberland Linen. That could be decent. Burnside Bridge in Antietam Battlefield. Druid Hill Park, Baltimore. Monument. Waterfront showing the Coca-Cola building. Interesting. We'll set that aside. Johns Hopkins. Hey, it says John Hopkins Hospital. Isn't it Johns Hopkins Hospital? Arlington Battlefield. Baltimore High School, Baltimore. Ooh, Annapolis, Multiview. That's nice. Let's go on more. Baltimore. Hood College, Baltimore, Maryland. Druid Hill Park, Baltimore. Cumberland, Baltimore. No beachy towns yet. Cumberland. All right, we're back in Maine. Oh, that's a stiffener. Prize Leap. Yep. Kittery. Booth Bay. Yeah, Booth Bay. RF Stanley Store, Wilson, Maine. It's a drugstore card. That's probably worth looking up. Bailey Store, Harrington, Maine. Oh, yeah, that's a stiffener. I have quantity of this listed, and this one's got creases. So that's an automatic stiffener. Ocean Park, Maine. Congregational Church, Norway, Maine. Maybe. Biddleford Port. I think I just listed one similar to that. Rangeley Lake. Monhegan. I think I just sold one of this exact card recently. Mohegan. Yeah, there we go. There it is again. Look that up. West Harpswell, Maine. Some of these there are places that I've not heard of. South Harpswell. Harpswell. I'm going to look this up real quick. Sorry. Oh, there's lots. Oh, there's some decent solds, though. What's the highest priced to sell recently? $40. Haskell's Island North Shore. And this looks similar to the ones that I have. Let's see if we got it. Nope. But we'll look those up. It looks like it can be, well, here's one. This one right here, or similar, very to it, sold for $13. So those might be okay. We'll look them up. Norgs, that's pretty messed up. That might just be a stiffener. Motel, nothing. Let's see if anything's jumping out. Ooh, red writing. It's worth more. Pear tree, Pair tree. I don't think that's what they meant. Peaks Island, Crystal Lake. Don't know why that's in a sleeve. Booth Bay Harbor. Booth Bay Harbor, I think, is all right. Christian Science Center, Boston. These do good. The old Christian Science Center, Golf Club and River, Bennebunk, anything time it says golf, that's good. All right, got one tiny little stack to go, and then we're done here. Ogunquit, that's definitely an arbor type. Yep. York, Maine. Bethel, Maine. That's what. Yeah. I can pronounce things. I just can't read. McKinley, Maine. Deer Isle, Maine. Passaconaway. See, I can pronounce. Biddleford. Dillingham's Point. Spago Lake, Kittery Point, Buston's Island, never heard of it. Cape Porpoise, Kennebunk Port, Bath, Brunswick, Vina Haven, Maine, East Side, Carver's Pond. That might be good. Kennebunk. Can't read that. Lubeck, Maine. Yeah. York Village. Kennebunk Beach. Buston's Island. It's pretty. Old Orchard. Ocean Park, Maine. That looks like it used to be part of a holding, but nope. Oh, it's the Swallow guy. Nice. The faux birch frames always do pretty good. We've sold a few of those recently. The Whistling Oyster at Ogunquit. That's an arbor type, indeed. Swan Boat, Deering Oaks, North Haven, Bar Harbor, Orchard Beach, the casino at Cape Elizabeth, casino set aside, Port, Eastside, Long Island, Portland, Maine, Norway, Maine, Ocean Park, Maine, a bit of surf in York, Maine, Mansion House, Poland Springs, Buston's Island again, the community house, And there's some more Bustin's Island. All right. Well, hey. I'm happy with it. I mean, it was almost all Buster's Island, right? I mean, it was 90% divided back and undivided back. I'll make my money back on 4 of those Louisiana postcards. Yeah, East. Why not craft junk lot instead of stiffener? Well, I have both. There's craft junk because mainly I know of myself, I will not get around to actually putting together craft lots because they're kind of a pain in the butt. And you know what? Customers seem to really like the fact that they get a couple of free postcards. And I will continue to buy their feedback for the price of 2 postcards that I'm not going to sell. I'm fine with that. They seem fine with it. It's just, you know, don't, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, my Continentals, certain damage cards, if there's ones that are like just so common that I don't even need to look up, that I'm just not going to list. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, it was a long show, but I mean, we did it all here today. We did shipping, we did what sold, we did pulling orders, we did unboxing, we did comping, we did everything. What else could you possibly have asked for? Feel free to buy coffee. So much for shorter shows. We might be back this evening and we might skip tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see how I feel later today. Seem legit? I think it seems legit. This is just the first round of this is probably the first pile that's going to get listed. And I can almost guarantee you this will triple or quadruple my money. Maybe more. We'll see. All right, everybody. Not sure when the next show is, but make sure that you are following the channel. Turn on them bell notifications, and we will catch you all on the flippy flop. Peace out.